Rule 5. We're just going to touch on now basically a full top-down analysis, and we'll break down the charts, and we'll use everything that we've learned up until this point to establish and navigate the financial markets from here. So we've figured out what the actual what actually trading is about and what it involves. We've also figured out the tools that we're going to need in order to conduct our trading, such as TradingView, what you're looking at now, and MetaTrader, TradeZeller for journaling, and all the rest of it. We've also gone through understanding market structure and identifying trend lines. We've also gone through support and resistance zones as well. So that being said, we'll just crack on here and we'll break down this is a current chart of the US 100, which is the NASDAQ, and we'll go in and break this down now, and we'll go through a full top-down analysis up into the videos that we've already gone through. So as we can see, price is stepping up. We are breaking structures to the upside. Yes, it's getting quite messy here. Okay, cool. So from this bit of price action, I say a bit of price action, we are on the 4-hour chart. Each candle represents 4 hours. This is basically from 13th of May up until 23rd of June. All right, so that's about 6 weeks worth of price action. But straight away we can see that this here is a level of support, which is a floor. And then we've got our resistance ceiling, which then flipped to support. So that's our ceiling. Price broke through, had a rebound, and now that's the floor, as you can see. So we're basically marking out zones, key areas that price has created by itself, and we're actually utilizing them, trying to establish where price might or might not go next. We're not trying to predict, we are trying to react. But from these zones, these support and resistance lines, it basically breaks down and lets us hone into that zone even more to establish exactly what's going on there. Because, as I said, each candle here is 4 hours. If I was to drop down to a 1 hour or 15-minute, 10-minute, price action will become very, very messy, and it'll be ups, down, lefts and rights, and it'll become very confusing. However, once we've got these key zones and areas marked out, it's a lot easier to establish or have an idea of what price may or may not do next. So as we're stepping up there, we've had a big push. So we can see how market structure-wise, we'll just reverse a little bit. Price was slowing down here, all through this sort of area. Real tight price action. But once we've got a clean breakout there, which is a break of structure. So we've had a big push up, and this sort of area has been mitigated here. We've had another push up. We're consolidating between these two zones here. Once we've had a big push, you can see there that candle's a lot of volume. That is a big push. Price has continued in an upwards direction. It's not yet come back. So as we can see, we are in a bullish trend because we are stepping up. Bullish. Okay, cool. So we're still sort of in this top area of price action here, and we can still see zones, support and resistance zones that price has come into, key areas. That'll be one there, and this will be resistance, turn to support just here. Beautiful. So what are we looking for? What are we actually looking for? We're going to step down a bit further. Step down to the 2. Step down to the 1. And we're going to mark out our price action for the day. Just to establish how price has behaved up until New York Open, which is 2:30. Okay. So as we can see, the market open, there's a gap that's been filled immediately. There's a big bullish push, which means market sentiment is still bullish along with our trend, which is great. That matches. So we're stepping up in a bullish trend throughout this whole range, as we just discussed. It's easier to see on the 4 hour. And Asia sessions opened, and we are bullish again. Still stepping up, still stepping up, still stepping up. Great. That's exactly what we want to see. So where does the support and resistance zone come in? Well, what we can see is price has literally just come into it again, touched it, reacted from it. Now, I was actually trading today. There wasn't much of an entry available. But it's good to know that price is behaving in a way that it's reacting off these support and resistance levels. So we're kind of understanding where price is going to go. So right now, from here, we can see that price has made an all-time high. So this would be the new all-time high right now. And it's not come and retested at all. In fact, we're slowly starting to step down now. Okay? So there's two options. We either want to see price break through this support level, take out daily lows and continue to the downside. Bear in mind, price is not always going to react from a support and resistance. Sometimes it will break through and then it will start to use it as a ceiling rather than a floor. So a resistance level rather than a support level. And then we can look for continuation sells. But right now, because price is so choppy and there's really low volume now in the markets, it's better for us not to trade at all. But what we would be looking for on a good day is exactly what's happened here. Some sort of entry, some sort of clean entry, and we will be taking that to continue in the upwards stepping movement of this bullish price action to take out these highs. The thing why I'm so concerned is it's all-time highs. We don't know what's going to happen from day to day. As I said, we've barely got any price action from the left-hand side other than these few zones that we've marked out. So historically, there's not much to go from. We're all about basically now just waiting for the right amount of volume. Usually it's high impacted news days or just some days where there's a lot of volume in the markets for whatever reason, and you'll be able to tell. And I'll show you in the next video an easy way of how we can establish that and an easy way of we can stay grounded and sort of stay within the constraints of the price action of the day quite easily with a visual indicator which will help us identify key zones as well. So today, not much going on. As you can see, New York has opened and we're just basically ranging sideways. You could consider this a slow pullback, but yeah, I'm not going to sit at the charts all day and try and look for entries in all this mess. I prefer real clean setups. We can be in and out of the markets quite quickly. That's why the market taker strategy is the one for me, because I don't want to be sat there all day replacing my 9 to 5 through trading. I want to be in, I want to be out, and I want to make my monthly salary in one trade, and that's me done. Come back tomorrow, see what happens. So yeah, that's basically a top-down analysis and how I'd figure out the moves for today. In the next videos, I'll be showing you a bit more about identifying whether we are going to be trading on a given day or not, through volume indication, through understanding a simple 70-30 rule, and then understanding a clear sense of direction in terms of price action and market structure looking good, enough for us to get in at areas which look clean for us to enter, and then we will enter the trade. But right now, as I said, price is very messy. We're going to sit this one out, but this is just for example purposes. All right, so I'll see you on the next video. Stay tuned, folks.